Hey, welcome back to the Kardashev channel. Today I'm going to be unboxing Alunea for you guys to show you what the vinyl variations look like, what the CD looks like. I'll be talking about the ETP list that's inside, the dictionary that's inside. We'll talk about some of the lyrics and sort of themes and how they tie into the artwork. We'll also shout out the artists who helped us. There are two of them. And we'll also go over some quick history for all of Kardashev's CDs and vinyls. So let's check it out. So first off, I want to talk about this artwork. This one here is for the white marbled vinyl. Before I go much further though, massive shout out to Metal Blade Records. The artwork was done by Carl E, who goes by the name Existential Yogurt on Instagram. And he is an amazing artist. You probably know him from our Bearing of Shadows artwork, or maybe even the Almanac re-release that we did on vinyl like in 2020, I think, or 21. I can't remember the year, but he did the artworks for all of those. Of course, you can't mistake his art, right? His artwork. Look at this, man. I should have taken the plastic off to show this, but you guys get the idea. So these here are absolutely excellent. Let's go ahead and pull this one out and we'll check it out together. But first, I want to share with you this card. This is the lyric card, and it also has a QR code on here for the dictionary that teaches you or can help you understand Alunea. For those of you who are so inclined to know kind of more about this album's story, but also the Kardashev story that we've been telling for 4 albums now, you'll want to check out the dictionary and do a little bit of translating yourself, and it'll be fun for you to kind of put the clues together. And maybe even you can write Alunea or speak it. Would love to find out. Actually, if you know anything in Alunea, write it down below in the comments for me. That would be really cool. But one thing that's really special that we do every single release, I'll show you on the other side, is we have a dedication area that is put together for our Enlisted Travelers. These are the people who support us on a financial basis every month. They are the closest members of our community, often engaging with our Discord and our videos and our content just in general almost every single time we post about it, whether it's on Twitch when I'm live streaming, or it's in our Discord sharing artwork or creating music. These are the people who are so close to Kardashev that we have to do something extra special for them. And what we did this time around is we put their names in the margins here in white font. It's gonna be hard to see on camera, but you can see down here all of these names here, here, and on the other side. Those are all the people who helped to support this album and make it a reality. We do this on every release that we do. This is huge for us. I don't know any other band that does this kind of dedication unless they're doing like a sort of GoFundMe or like a Indiegogo campaign. But we do this for every release, even though we're on a major label. So I think it's kind of unique. But if you know of a band that also does this, I'd love to hear about them and do some research about them. And maybe even support them. So let me know in the comments as well. So that's the insert that comes with this, and the designs are all absolutely incredible. It's kind of hard to see. I just want to share this one more time. It's kind of hard to see, but in the background here you see the moon. There's a unique piece of art in the back of that side, and there's a unique piece of art on this side. The moons are in different orientations, so you can kind of see that they're not just mirrored. These are 4 unique pieces. 1, 2, the cover, and then also the back. And for those of you that are curious, there's always 2 figures. There's the hands here that kind of look like they're made of stone, and there's the hands here that look like they're wearing armor, or like really fancy armor from like Dark Souls or Elden Ring or something. And those are the 2 characters of this story. And the conversation that they have across the album is why they are represented on each piece of the artwork. So without further ado, let's check out this variant. This is the White Black Dust. Here you go. Someone can have this code. If you can see it on screen, you can have the code. There it is. Screenshot it, blow it up, enhance it, throw it into AI, whatever you got to do. But this is the black and white. Oh my gosh, dude. I haven't seen this yet. It looks so good. Wow. Oh man, that's a really nice one. Look at this. Look how unique this one is. It has this empty section right here. You see that? It's gorgeous. Yeah, it looks great. I haven't actually seen one of these yet, so I wanted to save this for the video. I'm going to open all 3 of the variants, and I'm going to open the CD. I haven't seen any of them. I just helped to design them and approve them and put them together. That was kind of my role in the artwork process. It looks awesome. I have a record player right here, and so I think I'll put it on. I'll put one of these on. I don't know which one I'll play. Maybe I'll try all of them and just see if I feel like there's a difference. But I'm really excited to see what they sound like on the record player, because up until like what would it have been? It probably would have been like 2021. I didn't have a record player, and we weren't making records, not vinyl anyway. So by the time we started working with Metal Blade and the Bearing of Shadows came out on vinyl, was like the first test print that I got home at my house, and I was able to throw it into a record player. Fortunately, my roommate Riley had a record player, so I was able to listen to it, but it was awesome. But I want to tell you guys a fun story about that experience. Actually, before we do that, here's the code again, in case you didn't already get it. Maybe I can put it in a better spot. Anyways, there's the code. When we got the first test cut of the Bearing of Shadows on vinyl, it was cut at 45 RPM, and I didn't really know much about record players back then. I still really don't. I'm not like an enthusiast or anything, but I accidentally had the record player set to 33 1/3 RPM. So for those of you that are vinyl heads, of course, you know that would have made the record sound different. So when I first heard it, it sounded like if Death Gaze was an Outrun or a Vaporwave record. It was like do 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 do. You know what I mean? It had that like really like far away, distant, detuned sound, and I was like, oh no, dude, I messed up. I didn't cut the record right. Like I did something wrong. And Riley comes over and he's like, no, you just have the wrong speed on, and he flicks the switch, and all of a sudden it's like whee, and it starts playing at the right speed and at the right pitch, and I was like, whoa, and that inspired me to do the slow versions of our albums that you can now hear on YouTube and Bandcamp and all kinds of stuff. So if you're interested in that experience and you can't do it yourself, because these are all cut at 33 1/3, which is already, as far as I understand it, the slowest cut rather. If you want to experience the 45 to 33 cut on our YouTube, actually I'll pop a link, up here somewhere. You'll be able to find it. It's not hard to find. So that is the white and black dust variant that is not limited. There are infinite of these sold. So if you are interested in the black and white dust, go pick it up at metalblade.com/Kardashev. Okay, so now we're gonna check out the white and black marbled. I got number 55 of 300. I don't know if you guys can see this. On my screen, it's not very good. I can't see it so well, but here it is. Number 55 of 300. And we already saw the insert card, so we're just going to pull out the vinyl and take a look at it. Oops. Oh, dude, let's go. You ready? Let's check it out. Ooh, oh, man. Dude, holy moly. Is that David by Michelangelo? No, that's Alunea, dude. Look at that thing. It looks like marble. That's so sick. Look how cool that is. Ooh, I like the dark spot down here. It's neat that it has like 2 deep dark spots, and then the rest of them kind of have like a sort of browning effect with how dispersed the black specks are. That looks great. That one looks really good. Okay, and then let's go for the third one, which is the one that somebody said to me recently. They said, hey, is it just me, or does the black and gold dust variant look like a Lord's Soul from Elden Ring? I'll put a picture on screen right here so you can compare. You let me know what you think in the comments, dude. Does it look like it's straight out of Elden Ring or what? All right, and here we go. So this is the gold black dust, and I got number 119 of 300. And again, huge shout out to Metal Blade for sending me these unboxing copies. I gotta be honest, I wasn't able to get a hold of these, so I have to thank them immensely for helping me get them. This is huge. I really appreciate you guys. All right, so without further ado, the one that I am most excited for is the gold with black dust variant. Oh. Dude, that is so sick. Dude, look at that. Oh, I like how the one side is kind of darker than the other side. That's one of the coolest things about this, is kind of like a human eyeball, each one will always be unique. You'll never have the same one because of the process they go through to make them. So pretty. Man, that's killer. I might have to play this one on the record player later. All three of the records we checked out, and they are all absolutely gorgeous. And remember, in the sleeve, in the insert card, we have the ETP dedication, the Enlisted Traveler Program dedication. If you are interested in getting your name printed on our physical albums moving forward in the future, please sign up at the link right here on screen. This is going to be a way for you to not just get your name in our albums and be recognized in videos like this one at the end during the credits, but also you get to see the behind the scenes process of how we make albums. We have a digital dashboard. It has all of our behind the scenes process. It shows you how we make demos. It shows you how we come up with artwork, why the story is the story, how Mark writes the language, how Alex records the bass. You get to hear tens of dozens of variations of each song while it's in the demo state. You could even go through and compare the changes that we make each time we upload a new demo to one another. Because remember, we have to upload it to each other now that we live across 2 continents and 3 countries. So why not invite you to be a part of that observation as well? When I upload a new demo, you go onto the dashboard just like Mark, Sean, and Alex would do, and you can listen to it and leave your feedback as well. We invite you to be a part of that process. So sign up down below. Okay, now we're going to talk about the CDs. The CD, I should say. But first, I wanted to go through a cool little thing that I think is kind of fun. I'm going to show you each of the CDs that we've had made since we started. So this is our demo. This is progression. They were all hand burnt on our computers at home. And then Mark, this is definitely Mark's handwriting, by the way. That is not my handwriting. This one is with Mark's handwriting. This one is very simple. It's very straightforward. It was the master. Every single one of them that we burnt, our bass player Chris at the time and Mark would draw some kind of picture. Some of them have Vegeta, some of them have memes, some of them have dicks, like whatever it is. We just had them for free at our merch tables when we were playing locally. So I still have one. Next up is a handmade, hand-screened, and silver-leafed, and still in the package, Excipio Digipack Collector's Edition. This was I don't know if you guys can see it, but they're hand-signed, and over here they're hand-numbered. I'll try to fix the video, hopefully you guys can see it. But they're hand-numbered, hand-signed, and this here is a silver leafing with a screen print, like you would on a t-shirt, a screen print of the Kilyagon on the front. It's very special, it's very cool. Each one is completely unique, and this one is still in the package. This one was actually done by my old record label, Subliminal Groove Records, 2013. Crazy. So that's Excipio there. Then we have Peripety. Peripety was our first full-length album. This came out in 2015, and it's got really beautiful artwork on the inside. It was all painted by hand by our bass player Chris back in the day. He did each of the paintings that you see within the lyric booklet, and they're absolutely awesome. This is a very unsuspecting album because we wanted it to have a sort of blank canvas feel, and that's exactly what we pulled off. So this one's really cool. Then we have the Almanac. There it is, one of the original Almanac pressings on CD. I think we only had 200 of them made or something like that. I'm thinking about having these reprinted, the vinyl and the CD. So if you're interested in that, if you're one of the people who wants to maybe collect the vinyl or the CD version of the Almanac, please leave a comment down below and just let me know, like, hey, I'd love to see these particular, actually, yeah. Which of these albums do you want to see made into CD or vinyl? And if that's something you're interested in, just leave a comment. Let me know. That would be super. So here's the original Almanac. Awesome. 2017 for that one. Then we get into the Bearing of Shadows, of course. This is the one where we actually were able to sign with Metal Blade. The cool thing is, this one, the CDs, were not licensed by Metal Blade, so these are still self-produced by Kardashev. Only the vinyl, and I think it was the, I think it was the Peach variant vinyl was the only one we licensed with Metal Blade. So the CDs are still DIY, and you can see mine's got a crack in it. Sad. I have to get a replacement case. But these are beautiful. The artworks are incredible. I designed the layout for the CD. And this again was done by Carl. This was Existential Yogurt, the guy who did Alunea, who made Alunea's artwork. So this is a collector's item for sure. I think on Discogs I've seen a copy of the Almanac going for like $100 before. This is Never Breath. For those of you guys who aren't familiar with Never Breath, this is Kardashev's black metal side project. This is one of 2 CDs ever made. My buddy Tyler has one, he's in Never Breath, and also I do, and this one's not been opened, but super cool. And it's a really long album. It's 18 tracks because it's actually 2 copies of the album. There's one that is the full band, full mix, and then there's the full band, but it's a black metal mix. So we made it like super thin and reverbed. Our buddy Paul did that. It was really cool. Paul used to play bass in that band, but then we have Liminal Right. Liminal Right came out in a digipack, similar to Excipio, and you can see it's absolutely gorgeous. Look at this artwork, dude. This artwork was made by Faith Valero. I don't know how to emphasize her last name, but it was made by her, and then I put together the design. But I had a buddy, Raul, who you're going to learn about here in a little bit. He helped me put together the fonts. He made our logo, which is kind of hard to see, but that's intentional. He made this logo, and he created the font that is for Kardashev. It's called Kardashev. That's what it's called. But he put all of that stuff together, and then I put together the layout for this, along with Metal Blade. I had help from Brian at Metal Blade. Thank you so much for his help. He made it awesome. And then last but not least, we have Alunea. Most recent release. You guys, this CD is still available. I don't know how many they made. Maybe they'll make an infinite amount. I honestly don't know. It might be maybe it's a collector's item like the Almanac. But there are CD and vinyls available at Metal Blade's website, metalblade.com/Kardashev. If you want to pick that up, that'd be super cool. And I'm just gonna open this really quick. You guys ever smell things right when you take them out of the package? Mark and I do this with magic carts, and I just did it with a CD. And it smells good. It smells like plastic. But it has that like factory sealed plastic smell, you know? So the outside looks awesome. Everything's legible. One thing that I have to wear multiple hats when I do this thing, right? Like I'm obviously entertaining/educating. I don't know what this video would be considered. I'm showing you guys what's going on with these awesome releases, but also I helped to make them. So this is the first time I get to see it in person and see like how big is the font? Are the colors okay? Is there anything that's illegible? Decisions that I don't remember making that maybe Metal Blade had to make during like the printing process, right? So here we go. We've got this here. I love when you open the CD and it's not like perfect, and then I want to like make it perfect, so I pop it out and then I make it nice and perfect. Look at that, it looks beautiful. The gold is so bright. The gold and the white are so bright against the like hues of gray and black. And as far as I know, this is really just like a 3-color. Well, there's blues on the front. There's 2 blues. This is a 5-color print on the front, and then the rest of it should just be a 3-color. It's white, black, and gold. That should be it. So let's pull this thing out. I actually want to look at the booklet and stuff together as well, because again, I haven't seen a real one in person. I just designed it in the Adobe suites. Ugh. How do you open CDs? Bruh. I don't want to bend the pages too much. And now my fingernails are just bending moments of the pages, so that's fine. All right, so let's check out the booklet. So this booklet is extended. I think it's a 16-page booklet, and we needed that for a couple of things. 1, thank yous. Of course, we have to be able to thank people. 2, lyrics. Probably the most important thing. I should have started with that. 3, the Enlisted Traveler dedication. The same thing we had in the vinyl, but this one here has pages. I think it's 2 or 3 maybe pages of dedications in there. And you can be a part of that if you sign up at kardashevband.com. And then we also have the introduction to Alunea. What is Alunea? How does the language work? How did it come into being? This is huge. This is huge. Here is the dictionary. This is the dictionary that we said would come with this. It's got 2 whole page. Alunea has a 2-page spread, and then the dictionary has a 2-page spread, and then we get straight into the lyrics. We've got a precipice, a door, reunion, seed of the night, speak silence, truth to form, edge of forever, we could fold the stars, and below sun and soil. And you guys, this whole layout was done by Raul, the same guy who helped me with the liminal right layout and artwork, or sorry, not the artwork, but the design. He put all of this together. He chose the fonts, he chose the colors, he put the borders on every page and then fit the lyrics inside, and he did it in the correct order. He's amazing. I'm gonna shout him out right now. This is his website. This is his socials. Whatever. I'm putting it on the screen over here somewhere. Absolutely go work with him if you have a project that needs design elements. And then here we have the ETP contributions with a thank you section. And then finally, credits and contributions by the band members and the people that are involved here on the last page. And then on the back, we have the track listing, so you can see it when you open the CD. Looks excellent, by the way. It really does. We did a great job. We should be very proud of ourselves. Yeah, the CD looks fantastic. So I would highly encourage you guys, if you love what Kardashev does and you want to support us and you want to help us convince the record label that we should keep making music, with them, please do go support and buy a physical copy. Yesterday was Bandcamp Friday, so hopefully a bunch of people saw that it was Bandcamp Friday and decided to support some bands that they love by buying their albums on there as well. So that's going to be it for today. I'm going to go ahead and leave the video here and put the dedications now, the credits section, but thank you all so much for checking out this video, this unboxing moment in time for me. It's really special to release an album, and it should be because it's a lot of work and it's a big emotional investment. So hopefully one day you get to do something like this too. We'll see you next time.